Well, welcome back to Stephanie's Movie Reviews. I am your host, Stephanie Thompson. I'm a member of the Screen Actors Guild and AFTRA, a classically trained singer-songwriter, actor, and vocal coach. In this show, we review 4 categories of films: action, family, drama, and comedy. This is the third segment of 4 segments. I'm really excited about reviewing this particular movie, but before we get to that, I just want to let you know if you want to watch any of the segments of all the shows that we have on WCOBM, you can go to akexpertstv.com and watch them 24/7. You can also check out Amy Kardashian's online academy, and you can get free access for 14 days, and after that it's just the price of 2 little cups of coffee a month. Totally affordable. And speaking of Amy Kardashian, I have her here on the show today. She's my guest, and she is the creator and producer and director of our three shows on WCOBM: Amy Kardashian and the Experts, World of Book Reviews with Judy Morio, and Stephanie's Movie Reviews.
Of course.
So of course we're going to have her on the show. Hi, Amy.
Hi again.
It's nice to have you.
Well, it's nice to have you. I always have fun being here, and now I'm loving movies.
Uh-huh.
Here you go.
Yep. I'm getting her blingy.
Yeah.
See, she's
yeah.
getting blingy nails, blingy. Now I'm converting her to go to the movies all
That's
the time.
right.
So.
And my husband happy about going to movies because he loves movies. So that's a good thing. And the grandkids are happy too because I'm taking them sometimes. So.
Yes, that's wonderful. So the first 2 segments we did an action film, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That was the first segment. The second segment we did Moana, which was a Disney film, family film. This third segment, wow. We reviewed a drama, and it's called Hacksaw Ridge. And it's actually based on a true story of Desmond Doss, who, as many people might believe, he was not a conscientious objector. That was not his role. He never claimed he wanted to be a conscientious objector. And if you want to find out more about Desmond Doss, you should go online and find out what the history of his journey was versus what Hollywood did with his journey. And I found out some incredible things about him.
Oh, really? He
won the Medal of Honor for his work.
Well, he should.
during this war. And when you watch the movie, you understand why.
Yeah.
So this was set in World War II. And he is he's a man who wants to go to war. He doesn't want to go to fight. He wants to go to help his fellow soldiers. He wants to be a part of it. He doesn't want to just sit at home and not be involved. And he goes and he does amazing things. This film was released November 4th, and it's directed by Mel Gibson. Now, Mel Gibson directed Braveheart, and he won an Academy Award for that. And you see Hacksaw Ridge, and I think he's up for another award.
Oh, yeah, I think so, too.
He did an awesome job
Yes.
of directing this film. It was just fantastic. And it stars Andrew Garfield, Sam Worthington, Luke Bracey, Vince Vaughn is in it, Teresa Palmer, and Hugo Weaving. It's R for grisly, bloody images of graphic war violence. So you definitely don't want to take your kids to this movie.
Yeah,
and
it's very, very
although I think
strong.
the lessons in this movie are incredible, and it is such a touching, wonderful movie to see, you need to have your kids be a little older before. Even for me, it was a little
heavy.
hard to watch it at times.
Yes.
Because, let's face it, war is not pretty.
No.
So, I was excited to see this movie, and I think it totally delivered everything that I had hoped for in the movie.
I was excited to watch it. I didn't know it was a true life story. I didn't know that until they said from the true life story. And my husband, he's like, "Oh, I heard you wanted to go watch this, so that's why I'm coming here with you." He wasn't too like, "Okay, I'm going there with you." I guess most men, I'm not saying all men,
Yes.
they wanted to see somebody strong, and then this character here is showing that he didn't want to carry any rifle to defend. So some people, they're taking it like, oh, why not?
Right.
But they're not really giving it enough to understand the story and the power of this message and power of the story. So, but he went with me and he walked away he said, "Oh, I'm so glad I came to see it. I'm so glad you wanted to see it, so I came here to see it too." I said, "You see, Stephanie Shaw is doing something."
Yes. Well, I saw the movie with my
yeah.
parents, and I could see out of the corner of my eye my mom wiping her eyes, you know, at the end of the film.
It is
And
amazing.
it was just such a powerful movie. And it really goes to show that you cannot judge a person just by what you see.
Absolutely.
You can't do that. You've got to give them a chance. And there's several times in the movie where he's judged for his religious choice
and they thought his ability.
Yes.
Because he's saying no to something. But hey, the wars are not gonna stop, in my opinion. And
Right.
what I loved about this, because it's true life story.
Yes.
And when we have a true life story movies, it moves me because this is real real experience, real stories.
Yes.
And I'm always curious to watch them.
Yes.
So to me, his character was so moving because he followed exactly what he wanted to do, and he refused to back away from what he believes in.
Yeah.
And that was a really good message. One of the messages I walked away with is that don't back away from what you truly believe. And he
Right.
believed in the Bible, he believed in God, and he said, one more.
Let me
Let me
save
save
one
one more.
more.
Let me save
Yes.
one more. And I think that's the connection he made, and that's where he gets his power from.
And you know, it's interesting because I was reading the history of him, his real true life history. And one of the Japanese soldiers actually commented that he repeatedly tried to shoot him as he was lowering men down,
Wow.
and his rifle kept jamming.
Wow.
His rifle kept jamming.
Interesting.
And so it was like, wow. I mean, oh my gosh, you really need to
Yeah.
read about this man.
I think the directing, it just was amazing. The acting, the
Andrew
character,
Garfield
he did amazing job.
Such a phenomenal job of portraying that man.
Yeah.
Such the humbleness of the character and
Absolutely.
the beauty of his soul.
Even the
and
voice, the way he was talking,
the way he
it's like
talked, yeah.
his
yeah.
emotions, his conviction.
Conviction.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was really good thing. I walked away with this, with a couple of them I shared first time. The second one is, don't ever underestimate anyone, because we all have some kind of power. My power is different than yours is different than mine. There is no, we all have different kind of power, and people underestimate and judge. Like we were saying earlier, you were saying don't judge anybody, but don't underestimate. That's where people miss. They underestimate somebody that can do something, and they end up doing a beautiful job and a beautiful thing, actually better than the one you have a lot of expectations
Sure.
from.
Yes,
That's in my
yes.
experience.
Yes.
When you have a lot of high expectations from somebody, they don't come true the way the person you have no expectation from. It'll be surprising sometimes. And that tells us really how much we know and learn and grow. We don't know anything. We don't know what the other person have, and the beauty and the power that they carry with them.
Where they're
So,
coming from.
yeah,
and
don't
everything
underestimate
like
your kids, your friends, your family, your colleagues. No, don't, try not to underestimate anybody. So,
that. Yes. That's beautiful.
yeah.
So I gave this movie. We were having a great movie day today on
Yeah.
the show. I gave this movie 5 popcorns.
Wow.
with no hesitation whatsoever.
Wow.
I thought this movie was phenomenal. Thought the directing was phenomenal. The acting was phenomenal, and you need to see it. That's all I can say. Okay.